Hey photographer, welcome to the Financially Focused Photographer. I'm your host, Tiffany Bastian, accountant and tax pro for photographers who's obsessed with helping you keep more of what you make. Let's be real, you didn't become a photographer to spend hours deciphering tax code or tracking expenses, but here's the truth. Mastering your money is what turns your passion into profit. Each week, we'll skip the Google rabbit hole and get right to the answers you actually need. We'll also explore your relationship with money and how it might be holding your business back. From solopreneurs just booking their first clients to established studios hitting major revenue milestones, my mission is simple: to help you understand the numbers game so you can build real wealth doing what you love. So hit subscribe, tune in each week, and let's get financially focused. Hey there, photographer. Welcome back to the Financially Focused Photographer. I'm Tiffany Bastian, and today I'm bringing you something you might not even know exists. But trust me, it could be a total game changer for your photography business. Today, we're talking all about state sales tax amnesty programs. If you're thinking, sales tax, here we go again, stick with me. This episode is going to shed light on an incredible opportunity that many photographers don't even know is available. Now, if you caught our last episode, you know we did a deep dive into the world of sales tax for photographers. If you haven't listened to episode 5, titled Tax Simplified, What Every Photographer Needs to Know, pause this, go back, listen to that episode first, then come back here. That's going to give you total context to what we're going to discuss today. But a little bit of backstory. So in our last episode, we did break down the basics, what's taxable, when you need to collect sales tax, and the different rules across states. But today we're talking about something even more important. What happens if you fall behind or aren't sure about your sales tax compliance? What are you supposed to do? Here's the bottom line. As a business owner, you are legally responsible for understanding and meeting tax obligations. The state doesn't care if you didn't know. Ignorance is never a defense. The consequences can be serious. We're talking about potential misdemeanor charges, felony tax fraud, criminal prosecution. These aren't just financial penalties. These are life-altering consequences that could destroy everything you've worked so hard to build. This is where sales tax amnesty programs become your new best friend. Think of it as a financial get-out-of-jail-free card. A sales tax amnesty program is an official opportunity provided by the state for businesses to come clean about past tax noncompliance without facing the full extent of penalties. It's the state essentially saying, we want you to get right with us and we're willing to help. A Voluntary Disclosure Agreement, or a VDA, takes this concept even further. It's the formal process where you acknowledge the past noncompliance and commit to the state about being fully compliant moving forward. So you're probably wondering, how does a VDA work? In our work with photographers, we've helped numerous businesses navigate this process. The basic process looks like this. We send an application to the state as a third party. This allows our client to stay anonymous. So this way we give them the information needed. We can give them some figures. We can kind of explain that we're looking at wanting to do a VDA without revealing the identity of the client. The state develops a proposed compliance plan. Then we give it to our client to review the plan and decide whether they want to move forward with it or not. Once they do want to move forward with it, they agree. Then the state gets all of their personal information to know who they are to set up the payment plan or the process that they've agreed upon. They'll be signing an agreement with the state to move forward. This process can take roughly 2 to 8 weeks from initial anonymous contact to final compliance setup. This timeline allows for thorough review and negotiations, ensuring you get the best possible outcome. The magic is in the exchange. In return for your honesty and commitment to future compliance, the state agrees to waive or significantly reduce penalties, limit the look-back period for which they can audit. Once you agree to this plan, they can't go back in the past and say that you owe more money or anything like that. This avoids criminal prosecution, and it gives you a clean slate to move forward. Let's talk about what this voluntary disclosure agreement actually means, though. So when you enter into a VDA, you're signing a legal agreement with a state that goes way beyond just paying back taxes. This agreement is essentially a promise, a formal commitment that says you understand your sales tax obligations, you're going to do things the right way moving forward. It's not just a one-time fix, it's a long-term commitment to being a responsible business owner. When you sign the VDA agreement, you're agreeing to file all required sales tax returns on time, pay any sales tax owed by the due date, maintain accurate and complete records, and remain fully compliant with the state's sales tax regulations. Here's what happens if you don't honor this agreement. And trust me, you don't want to find out the hard way. If you fail to meet the terms of your VDA, say you don't pay on time or you're constantly late, the state can and will take action. We're talking about immediate and serious consequences. All previously waived penalties could be reinstated. You'll owe the full amount back in taxes. The state can then pursue aggressive collection actions. You may lose any future opportunities for amnesty or reduced penalties. In some cases, you could face additional legal actions or criminal charges for noncompliance. Think of the VDA like a financial probation for your business. The state is giving you a second chance, but they're watching closely. This is why it's crucial to not just sign the agreement, but to truly commit to maintaining accurate, timely sales tax compliance. It's about protecting your business, your reputation, and your financial future. But before you get too excited about VDAs, not every business will qualify. You typically won't be eligible for a VDA if you've already been registered for sales tax but failed to file returns. If the state has already initiated contact with you whatsoever regarding sales tax compliance, you are not eligible, because that proves to them that you knew you were supposed to be doing something, so they will not even negotiate with you. All right, so I pulled a question relevant to this topic from the Financially Focused Photographer Facebook free community, so make sure you join us on Facebook. The link is in the show notes, bastionaccounting.com/episode-006. The question is, I'm behind on sales tax and learned I am not eligible for VDA. What do I do now? This is a situation many photographers find themselves in. It's important to have a clear path forward. Just because you don't qualify for a voluntary disclosure agreement doesn't mean all hope is lost. Your next steps are critical. First, don't panic. The most important thing to do is become compliant moving forward. At Bastion Accounting, we help photographers navigate these exact scenarios every single day. If you're not eligible for a VDA, we can help you calculate and determine the exact amount of back taxes owed, develop a strategy for approaching the state, negotiate potential penalty reduction, or at least create a comprehensive payment plan to get everything caught up with the state. Then we want to set up consistent filing and tracking for moving forward. Some states offer partial penalty abatement if you voluntarily come forward and show a commitment to future compliance. This isn't as favorable as a VDA, but it's still a path forward. The key is to be proactive. Don't ignore the situation, hoping it all will go away. States are increasingly sophisticated in tracking businesses, and the consequences of continuing noncompliance can be severe. So this episode's homework is to review your historical sales data, identify states where you might have sales tax obligations, head to bastionaccounting.com/episode-006, download our ultimate state-by-state sales tax guide for photographers to get the full guidance on sales tax so you can start to figure out where you are in the mess of all this and what your options are. This guide is packed with state-specific information that will help you understand your exact sales tax requirements. It's the same resource we use internally at Bastion Accounting to help our monthly clients. It's designed specifically for photographers. To wrap up today's episode, just remember, getting right with sales tax isn't about punishment. It's about protecting your business, gaining peace of mind, and setting yourself up for long-term success. A profitable business and creative fulfillment can absolutely coexist, but that means taking care of the not-so-fun stuff like sales tax compliance. If you need guidance or support with navigating a voluntary disclosure agreement, again, reach out to us at our website. If you found value in today's episode, do me a favor, subscribe, leave a review, and share this with a photographer friend who needs to hear this message. I'm Tiffany Bastion, reminding you that the most successful photographers aren't just artists. They're strategic business owners who tackle challenges like sales tax head on. Now go take some focused action.